आज हम सब ने एक महत्वपूर्ण और ऐतिहासिक समझौता संपन्न होते हुए देखा है। आने वाले समय में यह भारत, पश्चिम एशिया और यूरोप के बीच इकोनॉमिक इंटीग्रेशन का प्रभावी माध्यम होगा।
How India-Middle East-Europe Economic Corridor could bring about a change in the Indo-Pacific region. The Trans-Corridor will link India and Europe through the Middle East. The G20 summit under the Indian presidency saw new collaborations being made and old ones being renewed. Chief among new collaborations was the India-Middle East Economic Corridor. India, Saudi Arabia, the United States and the European Union announced the new project on the sidelines of the G20 summit. According to political gurus, the project is of immense importance for India. Furthermore, the project can also be viewed as a counterweight against Beijing's Belt and Road Initiative. The power struggle between the US and China has intensified in the last 2 years, which is why a project like the India-Middle East Economic Corridor can play a substantial role in placing the US as the superior power. The Trans-Corridor will comprise rail and shipping routes. The final alignment of the Trans-Corridor, however, is expected to link India, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, Israel, Germany and France, among other countries. The initiative comes at a time when India is strengthening its relations with the Middle Eastern countries such as Saudi Arabia and the UAE. Israel and various Arab nations are also normalizing ties, which will make it easier for these nations to actively participate in building the Trans-Corridor. An article published on Scroll mentions the following. This is a significant development, observers say. It has the potential to unlock several opportunities that these geographies haven't been able to tap into because of connectivity issues. Harsh V. Pant, Vice President for Studies and Foreign Policy at the Observer Research Foundation, told Scroll. According to Pant, the Trans-Corridor is a significant development among India, West Asia and the European Union. Not only will the Trans-Corridor bring investments from various stakeholders, but also will improve the conditions of the nation that will fall naturally in the line of the corridor, such as some African countries. The Scroll article mentions Navdeep Suri, a former Indian diplomat, said that the project having a connectivity corridor for data and green hydrogen pipelines, besides a transport corridor, make it highly consequential. From an Indian perspective, the Gulf Cooperation Council is our largest trading partner and the EU is the second largest, Suri highlighted. C. Rajamohan, a senior fellow at the Asia Society Policy Institute, wrote in the Indian Express, the Modi government, which had rapidly elevated political and strategic links with the United Arab Emirates and Saudi Arabia in the last few years, now has an opportunity to build enduring connectivity between India and Arabia. How did you find this information? Please mention this in the comments section. We would also like to know the kind of content you want to watch and we will try to create it for you. For more news and updates, follow Airr News.